Morning. It is July the 30th of 2023, and this morning we're heading out on a little motorcycle ride. Finally going to take enough time out of my busy schedule working on tractors and junk and every other darn thing, hauling logs. Going to take a little bit of time to ride out, see a friend of mine out in Radium, see how he's doing. But first off, I'm going to ride out to Salmon Arm, see my sister. I got to pick up a riding boot that she had repaired at the cobbler there over at her place, and we're going to continue on from there, heading eastward down to Radium. But we also got the tenting equipment packed up with us, so we're going to get involved in the tenting on the trip. Okay, just follow along. We'll catch up to you in a bit.
As seen in a previous video, I've put a car tire, I referred to the dark side on this bike. So we're going to do a little further evaluation on the trip.
Well, we're basically on the road. I had to run into the cusp and of course gas up because I don't want to be heading over to burn much of a distance with half a tank, whatever. But as we can see, we got 16 degrees and ignore the time there. It is basically 8:30. The clock is wrong on the bike. There's the road up ahead. Let's get on.
I arrived in Salmon Arm at my sister's place there, safe and sound, and short little visit and lunch, couple beers, and then they gave me the boot. So I went on downtown there, Salmon Arm, and got myself a camping chair and a extra jerry can there, because I know Micah Creek is going to be out of range of 1 tank of gas for the Indian, so we're well on our way. When I got to Revelstoke, I had myself a quick snack there, gassed up the bike and filled up that jerry can, and proceeded north on Highway 23, north of the Revelstoke Dam. Went about 6 kilometers, come across a few of these BC Parks places. This is $7.50 a night for a tenting spot, and I'm just doing a little walk around here, showing how peaceful and quiet the area is. Not too unlike many other BC parks, but it's going to be a nice relaxing evening. We'll just do a little walk around here, look around at our surroundings, and then proceed to set up the tent. We'll spend the night here, and then come morning I think I'm just going to pack it up and head back in toward Revelstoke for breakfast, and then we'll head out to Radium. Noted in some of these panoramic shots here, they're toward the south it's fairly clear, but as I pan over toward the north on these shots, it gets pretty smoky in the air. Okay, there we are. We're all set up for the night. Took about 12 minutes. Not as fast as a professional tent putter-upper, but we did all right. Got the fly on. Had trouble pumping up my air mattress. The thing wouldn't take air, but I finally figured that out. And yeah, we're all set up for the night. Got bedroll in there. Everything stashed away in the corners. We'll just relax a little bit and turn in. Pack her up in the morning. Well, after I left this morning, I left the cusp, headed over to Salmon Arm over the Monashee, and that was a pretty good ride. It was all hot. Started out 16 this morning and ended up being 25 at Salmon Arm and 30 by the time I left, and it's 30 something here. This evening at Baines Creek here up on Highway 23, headed toward the Mica Dam north of Revelstoke. It's a pretty good ride, and this is what we're gonna try out doing. We got our tent set up. It's a beautiful spot. There's just calm waters. The kids are playing in the water there. There's no real beach per se, but it's all nice campground, pretty quiet, and it's a good place to spend the evening. So we're gonna wrap her up here tonight and start at her again in the morning. I'm gonna continue up to Mica Creek and see what's up there, and then off to Radium we go. Okay, we'll catch up to you in a bit. One thing that I've noted when I'm out in the bush and enjoying the quiet, that if you ever suffer from tinnitus or strange voices in your head, they seem to get louder. On the way back into Revelstoke, I stopped at this viewpoint and took a picture heading into town there. This is the top side of the Revelstoke Dam. Having breakfast at the good old Tim Hortons. A large double-double and a maple bacon with egg on a English muffin. Great taste. I've been going by this sign on the highway all my life here, never did stop in. I just figured, well, today we're gonna roll ourselves in there and just check out what Skunk Cabbage Boardwalk is all about. Now this is a footbridge, but it certainly isn't the
boardwalk. I guess we'll have to walk up a little further. I believe we're at the very entrance of the boardwalk. Not too much of a hike, but anything is a far hike for this old bird. A little info. I'm gonna guess the foliage on the either side of the boardwalk is skunk cabbage. The vegetation here, the tree growth is more like the west coast, not so much for the interior of BC, so it's kind of like a real unique environmental thing. And here we're at the end of it. So I don't know if I missed a lot over the years, but some information on the local birds, but this is the end of the boardwalk. So now just got to turn around and go back. The only good thing is it's not really that far. We'll see you later. The rest of the boardwalk has been closed because it's been degraded and decayed, so it's kind of like all rotten. So here the thing is closed, and I don't know if they're going to have it rebuilt. Hopefully they do, but anyway, this is as far as we go for now. Just beyond that last area I was at, the bird blind. Yeah, you come this far and it's definitely got a closed sign on it, and the boardwalk looks pretty sketchy, and it's overgrown. Shrubs right in top of it. So, as far as we're going.
On the walk back there, I identified these bigger plants that's a little further from the boardwalk. This is actually the skunk cabbage.
We're on the summit of the Rogers Pass here, number 1 highway, and just parked beside these military guns, not used for any aggression or anything like that. That they just fire these things off during the winter to free up avalanches. You know, a little preemptive strike, I guess, on the avalanche control. Look at this old Kenworth coming up the road here, still working. You gotta throw the Jake on there too. What a beauty.
Continued on down the highway there, past Golden and down into Radium, and met up with Leo at his place. We met a couple of friends of his, and we went out to a Mexican restaurant, had some tortillas and some drinks there. It's great to see Leo, one of the greatest motorcyclists or riders that I've ever had the privilege of riding with. This is all good fun times, and his visit way overdue. Nothing but respect for that man.
This is one of the osprey nests that's on top of one of these poles that are especially in place to put their nests up. They got a little platform up there, and they build their nest up there, and there's a couple of birds up there. I think they're just fledging, and they're kind of like complaining about me sitting here filming them, but they'll get over it. I was just wondering, where did these birds nest before we started putting up
platforms on poles and other hydro lines. Just right next to it, there's a big set of poles with a lot of lines on it. And there's that white triangular thing on top of the bars there to stop them from nesting on there, because it's probably a dangerous situation. But up there, they're special accommodations. Pretty cool. Well, here it's Wednesday morning, somewhere around 9 o'clock, halfway between Radium and Golden. Left Leo's there this morning, cup of coffee, and it was a good little visit there with Leo. Making some plans for future next year, maybe do a little ride. But gonna have to get home right now, and I got a load of logs, or not a load of logs, but a load of lumber to haul out to Idaho tomorrow morning, so gonna beat her back the same path as I came up to Radium, back through Golden, Revelstoke, and across the ferry into Nacuspin. Call her a trip. But anyway, we're gonna carry on going here and get ourselves into Golden, have another cup of coffee, and get ourselves all fed and watered.
Well, this is the very last of the leg of our journey down the pavement. We're just coming up to the corner to our place up here. Gonna hang a left up onto this here dirt road, kind of a bit of a switchback. Kind of hoping that the dog is still around, gonna come down and greet me there on the way around this curve here and up into the yard, but we'll see what happens. My road up to the place there is a little iffy on a Harley there. It's pretty steep grade and got lots of pebbles, like coarse gravel along it, so kind of makes it a little bit interesting to get up into my yard with a motorcycle. Going up ain't bad. Coming down is a little bit of a treat. Gonna turn just to left here at the Y coming to the yard, and nope, I don't see the dog out. So we'll just park the bike here and start unloading it. As I expected, Luna did show up. She was just laying underneath the deck where it's kind of cool. She likes to lay in the gravel there. She digs a hole and lays in the gravel underneath the deck there. It keeps a little bit cooler. It is about 33 degrees out. So we're safe and sound. Gonna unpack this bike here and get ourselves situated in the shade with a cold one. Maybe two. All in all, it's been a great little ride, and hope you enjoyed the little bit of a trip with me, and we'll catch up to you again later on. Ride safe, you guys.